myth of work-life balance. Hey guys, hey Z Farm, welcome back to another exciting episode here at Zini's Corner. If you're just coming to this channel for the first time, my name is Ezine. I often talk about personal and career development plus edutainment topics in between. It's all about giving you tips, chit chat, and topics that would help you level up in your personal and career development goals. On today's episode, we are going to be talking about the work-life balance myth. What is work-life balance? So over the week, there's been this debate on work-life balance. A lot of people have said, oh, you're supposed to have a work-life balance at a certain age. And some people have said, oh, if you want to get to a certain level in your career, you have no business thinking about work-life balance. Opinions like this. There are just so many. Everybody's saying different things. Let's get into the topic. I am going to be sharing both from my personal experience and the experience of other mid-level and senior career executives in my network, in my space, my friends and things like that. I agree to this, the opinions people have shared. I think for me, it's a 50-50. Okay, no, not 50-50. 60-40. Okay, maybe 70-30. Okay, no, 60-40. It's a 60-40 agreement for me. And here is why. If you're at a certain level for beginners, early level career. Now, before I continue, just a quick explanation of what work-life balance is, just in case you don't have an idea of what this word work-life balance actually means. Work-life balance simply means creating a balance between your work, your profession, your business, and your personal life. Finding an in-between amongst these two, just so that it's not clashing and it's not overwhelming you. So like I said earlier, there's been this debate on social media of who is deserving of a work-life balance, or who should be thinking of a work-life balance, and at what stage in your career you should be thinking of work-life balance. So many people have said that if you want to get to a certain place in your career or in your business or in whatever it is you're doing in life, you should forget about thinking of a work-life balance. Like, you should forget about balance, just focus. And a lot of people have also come out to disagree, to say, oh no, that's not true. It's important to think of work-life balance. It's important to inculcate work-life balance. And from my personal experience and that of my friends and people in my network, I think I would agree to people who have said that if you want to get to a certain level in your career or in your business or in whatever you're doing, you should reduce your expectations of work-life balance. And I know a lot of people will come for me for this, but here is why. Let me explain. So the concept of work-life balance, I feel like a lot of people have misunderstood the entire concept or what this point is actually trying to make, especially for people at an early stage in their career. If you're at an early stage, not even an early stage, it at every stage in your career, if you want to achieve anything excellent, you are a high achiever or you want to achieve something excellent, I will not sit here and tell you that you should negate the work aspect of that balance. It is not possible. To achieve anything excellent in your work, in your business, in your career, in whatever it is you're building, you have to put in that excellent work. And oftentimes, something has to give for the other. In this situation, it might just be a little bit of that's your balance. Now, let me give you a practical example. Most of the top CEOs or top executives you've seen, for them to get to that point where they are in their career, they have put in a lot of sacrifice. And this sacrifice may just be, sacrifice in the extra courses they are doing, sacrifice in the extra leadership trainings they've done, sacrifice in, burning that candle to read to pass their professional exams, sacrifice in going the extra mile to deliver excellent work that got them noticed for promotions and things like that. That actually is the work in work-life balance. You have to go that extra mile. Now, when people think of balance, people, the argument is like, maybe they're saying, don't sleep or don't have a life. Absolutely not, because really, to do an excellent work, you have to be in your best mental, physical, emotional state and well-being to even deliver an excellent work. Now, this is where prioritization comes in. Prioritizing your tasks, prioritizing your day-to-day activities, being disciplined and organized will help you achieve that work-life balance. Let me also give you a practical example. If you wake up every day and you're not, creating like a to-do list, a mental note, or whatever it is, your day-to-day daily activities of how your day is going to go, you will just end up focusing your time and energy into things that may not necessarily be relevant to your overall goal, your overall long-term goal. Or you might just end up putting your energy into something that may may not necessarily be as urgent as you had thought it was. It is. Meanwhile, an urgent task is just there slacking. If you wake up every day and, let's say, you just do a mental check, or you do a to-do list to say, I'm going to do A, B, C, all according to the priority list. Of course, you know what priority list means. Priority means, list simply means putting your high level priority tasks at the top of your list. High level according to time it will take you to achieve that task and how urgent that task is. This is actually just one simple way you can use in, listing your tasks. So if you're the kind of person who is disciplined enough to prioritize your tasks in that manner, you will see that your stress level will reduce, because you're channeling your efforts, your time and energy into delivering things that are more crucial and more beneficial to your long-term or short-term goal, rather than putting your energy into things that are not so relevant to those goals. So this way, it will create a balance for you, such that you realize that, when you're not focusing all that time and energy into irrelevant things, you're doing what matters, and then you're having free time to rest or to also do personal things that matter to you. So these are just some ways that you can achieve your work and life balance. Now, the second phase of the argument again was that a lot of people, a lot of top level career professionals have said that a lot of people show you their balance and they don't show you the hard work that goes on behind the scene for them to achieve that balance. I agree. Like, that is 100% true. Many people you see on on LinkedIn, on social media, you often see their balance. You don't see the hard work that goes on behind the scenes for them to portray that balance that you're seeing. You see that balance and you think that, oh, they're balling every week, or that is how their life is 247. No, most of those people you are seeing, or you are watching, or you're aspiring to be like, they have actually paid their dues. They've done that midnight candle, they've burnt that midnight candle, they've put in that extra work, they've stayed behind that work to finish or complete the task, and all of that. So when you see them, you feel like, it's just about aspiring to inspire, and you get there. So to achieve that balance, something has to giving for something. So it's okay for you at every point in time in your life to know when to give in that extra push, that extra hard work, that extra effort to achieve anything excellent. It's just like it's not even debatable. And by achieving those things, you also know when to create a stability and balance with those things. And this is by prioritizing your time, being disciplined with your time, being disciplined with your habits. Very important. If you're someone, let's say, when you get to work, you take 2 hours to maybe eat, or catch up with friends or something and things like that. I'm not saying those things are bad, but are those the things that are more important for you that day? Maybe no, right? And now you've put in too much time on something that's not helping you achieve your overall goal of that day. So the point is, find a balance between what is important to you, your personal life, your hobbies, whatever it is that is important to you, and what puts food on your table, or whatever it is that you want to achieve. Find a balance for those two. Work-life balance doesn't mean die on top of work, because, to be honest, you need your emotional and mental and spiritual and whatever energy that it is that is important to you to be efficient in work. You need that efficiency in that aspect of your life. So the concept of work-life balance is finding a balance, knowing when to prioritize urgent tasks and important tasks. Some tasks can be urgent, but it's not necessarily important. So it's left for you to understand what is an important task and what is an urgent task. Some tasks, let me repeat it again, some things in life can be urgent, but they are not necessarily important. Some things can also be important. They may not necessarily be urgent. It's left for you to identify those things that are urgent and not necessarily important, and or those things that are important and may not necessarily be urgent at that at that time, to know when to interchange these things, to know when to apply these things. If a task or something is urgent and it's not important, it's okay to deprioritize that thing, because achieving that task or that thing does not necessarily does not necessarily contribute to your overall long-term goal or your overall long-term um objective or whatever it is. It's okay to deprioritize that thing and focus on the important things that may not seem urgent. Now, because when you start trying to, complete that urgent thing, you're putting in, you're putting in so much rush into yourself, and that's like you're already stressing out yourself. So that's why I said know when to know what is urgent and how and its level of importance. So this is this way you can create that balance between your work and your life. And don't forget, work-life balance does not mean negate your work for balance or negate balance for work. It simply means finding a balance, finding a harmony, finding a sync for the two, such that your life or whatever it is you're doing can flow. These two can flow in synchronization, just for you to achieve that overall success, because you need the both of them to achieve a holistic overall success. However, if you are in your early stage, you're at an early stage career, or you're just starting out in something, especially if you're someone who don't have a lot of father in heaven. You know what they say, that if you don't have a father in heaven, people who have fathers in heaven don't go to hell. It's an adage. It simply means if you don't have like a strong support system, or maybe you don't come from a very rich family, or you don't have like strong mentors or things like that, you should know that you should put, the onus is on you to put in the extra effort, because you don't have people who are giving you that strong or solid support system. So if you're that kind of person, it's okay to put in that extra work, because trust me, that extra work you're putting in is what would eventually create more balance for you. So if you're watching this video today and you're feeling like, oh, my balance has to balance more than my work, and you are someone who is thinking of being a high achiever or achieving something excellent, it doesn't work that way. Something has to give in for something, and often than not, your balance have to take a bit of a back seat for that extra or for that excellent work to be achieved. Again, this is not to say that you should kill yourself on work. It simply means knowing what to do, when to do it, and how to do it, working smart. So guys, let me know, what do you think about this work-life balance? It's been an interesting debate on social media, to be honest. I have been laughing my ass out. Let me know what you think about work-life balance. Do you think someone who is just starting out their career should be thinking so much about work-life balance? At what level do you think one should think about work-life balance? And let me know what you think, guys. And thank you for watching my videos. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel. Here on this channel, I talk about personal and career development plus edutainment topics in between. So if this feels like what interests you, even if it doesn't interest you, do hit that subscription button and turn on my notification, just so that you know when I upload new videos, which is mostly every week. So do not forget to subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I will see you again in my next video. Peace and light.